it's Crystal. Welcome back to my kitchen/channel. I'm kind of just jumping right into this video. I didn't have time to film an intro or anything like that. It was Tuesday night when I was filming this, so that means it was Taco Tuesday. I actually was trying to recreate these Egg Life wraps. We don't get them here in Canada. The ingredients are pretty clean, so I thought I could just wing it and try to improvise and make one. So I will jump right into that. I used 1 level tablespoon of no yolking egg white protein powder, and then just a little bit of xanthan gum, just a pinch, not very much at all. And I used half a cup of egg whites. I mixed this all in my bullet. I wasn't sure how much mixture I would get or if I would use the mixture, the whole mixture, to make 2 wraps or 1 wrap. I decided I wanted a large wrap, so I did end up using this whole mixture for the 1 wrap, but I did make a large wrap. Like I said, you could totally split this mixture up and do 2 normal sized Egg Life wraps, but I wanted a bigger, fuller wrap. My pan was preheating while this was mixing. I sprayed it with some avocado oil. My pan was at a medium heat. I almost could have turned it down a little bit more. You can see it was quite hot there. I did end up turning it down a bit, but to get that true Egg Life wrap color, I probably should have had a lower setting. I poured the whole mixture out into the pan as evenly as possible, trying not to let the OCD get the best of me, and I did have to smooth it out a bit there. It was bothering me. I mean, it's not perfectly round, but it was close enough. Again, you can see I did speed up this video slightly, but I didn't want to speed it up a lot, just so you could get a grasp on how quick it actually did cook. The next time I make these, I will definitely turn the heat down a little bit more, just to give it that true Egg Life wrap color where there's not any browning or anything like that. I flipped it with my larger flipper. It didn't go as smooth as planned, but once I let it sit for a minute, I was able to lift the wrap back to the center of the pan. These little spatulas work so great at lifting under pancakes and stuff like that. I love them. Once I moved it back to the center of the pan, it didn't take long to cook the other side at all. It was already lifted. You could see there. It didn't take long. Again, I did speed up this video a little bit, but not as much as I usually do. I then went on to plate my wrap. I decided I would make another one. I wasn't sure if I would be full off of this 1 wrap for my tacos, so I did make another one the exact same way. Same amounts, and I did not divide this mixture either. I just wanted 1 large wrap, so poured it into my pan. At this point, the heat was down a little bit lower, but it still was cooking quite quickly. Like I said, again, or if I make these again, I'm definitely going to try to lower the heat so they don't get that brown that quickly. I'll do a really slow, low cooking method. But there you can see both the wraps. They turned out really well. These are quite large. This is a large dinner plate, just to give you an idea of how large they were. They were good thickness. They didn't feel like they were gonna fall apart on me. I could lift it and bend it, roll it. I'm gonna try this again and do smaller, true to size Egg Life wrapped versions, but these were quite large. But yeah, they weren't bad, and I was quite impressed on how well they held up. I went on to assemble my taco. I'm using Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. This yogurt is really low in fat, but really high in protein, so I've really been liking it. I use it in a lot of my dips, and I use it as a mayo replacement a lot too. So Ryder wanted to dish out my taco meat for me here. He was happy his arm got to be in the video. He's pretty pumped. Like I said, this was a fairly large wrap, so I was able to put quite a bit on to my taco. I went on to assemble it. I wanted to stuff the wrap quite full to see its holding potential. I did add a little bit more of the Greek yogurt, and I'll just close up on the Greek yogurt. This is in Canada, where I'm at. I find it at Superstore, and here's the macros. So there's 4 carbohydrates per 3/4 of cup, but 18 grams of protein. So awesome. And I believe it was zero grams of fat. But yeah, I wanted it really quite stuffed. I wasn't sure if I was gonna roll it or fold it like a taco, but it was quite full, so I left it as a taco. I did decide to make a little side taco salad to go with it. Again, I wasn't sure if I was gonna have 1 or 2 tacos. I wanted to see how I was feeling after this taco. I'm generally the type that can eat quite a bit of tacos, especially if they were lettuce wraps. So I started with this just to see how filling this protein wrap really was going to be. And yeah, here's an up close picture of it, or video of it, I should say. It is a bit thicker, I think, than the Egg Life, but being as at that I've never actually seen it up close, I couldn't say for sure. It was fairly solid though, and it seemed to hold up well. It didn't fall apart. It didn't have much taste. I forgot to mention when I was mixing the wrap, I didn't add salt to the first wrap, but I added it to the second wrap. And you can see it's holding up really well there. It didn't have an eggy taste to me, but it was holding everything, and I was able to hold my taco without it falling apart or much coming out. So I was quite impressed. Again, I'll try to turn the temp down the next time I try these, and maybe try smaller, more authentic, true to Egg Life wrap sized wraps. But all in all, I was pretty impressed. I was actually quite full after this wrap and the side salad, so I did not make another taco. But you can see this is an up close video of it after I've bitten into it. If you've used Egg Life wraps before, maybe you'd be able to tell me if it's close-ish. There was the one wrap that was left over. So the next day I had been working quite late and decided to use it for a turkey bacon club wrap, and I stuffed that quite full. I had lots of meat on it, and then the bacon, some lettuce, cheese, tomato, and I wrapped it instead of a taco, and it wrapped really well. It held up, it didn't lose its shape, and it wasn't soggy the next day. So I had stored it on the plate in the fridge, and again, biting into the wrap, it had no taste. This is the one that had salt added to it. It didn't taste eggy either. I was quite happy with it. I'm definitely going to be making these again, and because I was able to add that 1 tablespoon of egg yolking powder, it had lots of protein with the egg whites and the egg white protein combined. It held up really well and was really quite filling, whereas the Egg Life wraps, I believe, only have 6 grams of protein. These had, I worked out the macros and I'll post them below, but I think it was like 24 grams of protein per wrap, which is a lot. So I find that with the meat from the taco and the wrap, it was filling. And that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let me know if you try the protein wraps and what you think. I'll definitely be making them again and throwing these wraps into the routine. They are really quite filling. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.